There you are,
Sherlock.
Watson.
Sorry,
Yeah.
just had to take care of some things back there.
Okay. Nice shirt. I see you're wearing your shirt from our Indiana sponsors.
Our Indiana sponsors. I thought they were pastors, not sponsors.
Well, yes, they're sponsoring us. They're paying us to investigate for them
and
these sayings of Jesus.
This is the only thing they're paying us with?
That is a really nice T-shirt, though. That's a really nice T-shirt.
You know, Sherlock, I have to say, in order to survive as a business or a company,
yes,
you have to have money.
Money.
You need a form of income, revenue, cash flow.
Maybe these Indiana pastors don't understand that, and so they're giving us T-shirts in payment instead.
It's possible.
Of course, we're learning a lot too. We're talking like an American in this instead of our normal
British accent,
lingo accent. So yes,
yes. So Sherlock,
yes,
I couldn't help but notice that we're in front of this big tree.
Yes, it's a big tree. Big tree.
Why are we in front of this big tree?
Elementary, Watson. That is a mustard seed tree.
Elementary, Watson.
This is a mustard seed tree. Yes, it's a mustard seed tree. Because Jesus of Nazareth gave these sayings, and it says he's describing the kingdom of God.
Okay.
Let me illustrate it this way. It's like the smallest of seeds that you plant in a garden, and when it grows, it becomes a huge tree, just like this one here. Huge tree with so many spreading branches that various birds make nests there. So,
Sherlock, let me ask you a question.
Yes, Watson.
How big is this mustard seed?
Oh, it's quite small.
Do you have one?
Yes, I have one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep. There. It's in the palm of my hand. There we go. That is a mustard seed.
Give me this thing.
It's right there.
I can't even see it with the magnifying glass.
It's right there. It's right there. You just blew it off with your breath. Oh my word!
Well, we're gonna have a mustard tree right here.
Oh, it's gonna grow. Well, anyway, it's very tiny. It's very. I can't see it with this.
Well, I couldn't see it with it to begin with.
It's very tiny, and I think the idea is that from this tiny seed, this fantastic tree grows that houses and nests birds, and the kingdom of God is like that. And it also goes on to talk a little bit more about this same idea, I believe. It's kingdom of God. It's like it's as small as yeast.
So it's pretty small.
It's very small.
I've done a lot of cooking in my day.
Okay.
And I've used yeast, and it's tiny.
Yes, Yorkshire pudding has lots of yeast in it, I'm sure. Okay, so, and then it kneads into a large amount of dough, and I believe it's a really huge amount of dough, and yet it gets through the entire batch and rises high. It makes the whole thing grow.
So, Sherlock.
Yes, Watson.
I'm noticing a trend here of something really, really tiny.
Yes.
Causes big effects.
Big effects. Big transformation. And so the kingdom of God is like that. So we want to investigate, how does this work in the real world? Because we're really not talking about growing trees or baking bread.
We're not?
We're really not.
I just have to say,
this
Jesus of Nazareth,
yes.
He can be a little bit confusing at times when he tells these stories, but doesn't actually mean the things that he's talking about.
Well, this is true. I think that's a
hidden meaning behind it, which I guess that's the reason why these pastors from Indiana hired us, because we're finding the hidden meaning.
We are investigators.
That's right.
We can investigate this and come up with what is the meaning that Jesus was talking about, since he really isn't talking about trees or dough.
Unless he was hungry.
There were times he was hungry. I think there's even some kind of a teaching where he did, wine out of water and, bread and to feed a multitude. But that's not what this is about. But we're going to find out more about this kingdom of God and how it evidently permeates
So yeah,
all of something?
God's kingdom just kind of spreads its way out and
transforms its environment somehow. We will investigate this, Watson. The game is afoot. Here we go.